Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can watch British TV in Canada from your desktop or laptop or any of your devices. Right, so the main problem with accessing British TV, which you'll find the majority of in BBC iPlayer and ITVX, those are the two main streaming channels, is they're blocked outside the UK. So they're all free and they're absolutely brilliant. This is BBC iPlayer. You can see it's got 11 sort of live channels, so you can watch BBC One, BBC Two, and it's got a huge on-demand archive. The latest Doctor Who's coming. In fact, it's got every Doctor Who that's ever been made, apart from one. Right, just show you what happens though. But basically, if we go into BBC iPlayer, I've got an account and everything. We'll get a message. Just start now. Here, BBC iPlayer only works in the UK. Sorry, it's due to a rights issue. If we go to ITVX, which is the big commercial channel in the UK, home of Downton Abbey and loads of great stuff as well, you'll get something similar. You get an error code here, I think. Let's just watch this, The Beast Must Die, this program. I'm not sure what it is. You'll get this, error code 0101. Sorry, this show isn't available. The problem is your IP address, primarily. If we go to my location, this is a site, gps-coordinates.org, that shows you how websites, including the BBC and the ITV, look up your location from your IP address. And that's all it's doing here. So it's looked up my IP address and determined that my IP address is not in the UK. As you can see, it's in Canada, so it won't work. It doesn't matter if you've got an account. It doesn't matter if you go incognito mode and block your cookies, although that is useful. If your IP address is not registered in the UK, it won't work. So what can we do with it? Can we change our IP address? Unfortunately, no, we can't. That would be very easy, but that won't work. You can't change your IP address because it's assigned from the internet provider that you're using. So if you're at home, it'll be your broadband or cable provider. If you're in a coffee shop, it'll be their wireless access point and how they're connected to the internet. And basically you're stuck. So without actually moving to the location, you won't be able to watch all this free stuff on BBC iPlayer. But there is a solution, don't worry, because as you may have gathered, millions of people are doing it. And I've been watching BBC from all over the world for nearly 20 years now. Okay, so let's see how it works. So, although you can't change your IP address directly, you can actually hide your IP address using a service called a VPN. Now, a VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. Let me get up the one I use here. The one I use is called NordVPN. You can see here, which sits in my taskbar. I've got it on my phone, my tablet, but I mainly use it on my desktop and laptop, to be honest. Basically, it stands for Virtual Private Network. It's an encrypted tunnel between the device you install it on and a VPN server, which can be anywhere in the world. Now, the idea is it secures your connection. So if you're traveling and using an unknown Wi-Fi or internet connection, it can encrypt all your data, including things like usernames, passwords, email addresses. So it really is worth having just for that reason alone, especially if you travel a lot or access sensitive sites like banking and email from unknown access points, really, like local cafes and libraries, hotels, airports, that sort of thing. But the other huge advantage is that it also hides your location. So it protects your data and stops the website you're visiting seeing your true location. So logically, and this is how it works, if you connect to a UK VPN server, it will think you're in the UK. If you connect to a US one, it'll think you're in the US. If you connect to a Nigerian server, it'll think you're in Nigeria. And that's basically how we can get round these blocks. So let me just go and connect to a United Kingdom server. Now, with NordVPN, they have some specialized servers that work best with BBC iPlayer. Most VPN services are blocked by BBC iPlayer, and quite a lot by ITVX too. NordVPN have got some that they basically make an effort to keep them all working. Let me just show you. The ones, remember, this is only if you use NordVPN. These servers here, if you type any of those numbers in the search thing in NordVPN, you can connect to them and they'll work better with BBC iPlayer. Okay, let's just go and minimize this now. And let's start a browser. Now I'm going to start Firefox here because I tried to access BBC iPlayer with Chrome a minute ago and I'd have to clean the cookies and restart the browser. So just remember that. It's worth actually having a couple of browsers and use one for UK and one for Canadian or wherever you are. It does make it simpler because you don't get these cookie problems, because BBC will leave these little text files on your computer when you use a browser, and of course it'll have your location in it as well. You can clear the cookies and work, but it's just quicker here. This is the message I sometimes get when you're first start Firefox after changing to a VPN connection. But here we go, it works. You just have to reload the page. And let's just click on start watching now. And hopefully you can remember, we got an error message last time when we tried to watch this because it had seen my IP address. Now you can see it's streaming perfectly well, so I can maximize it, cast it to my TV or whatever you like, you know. Let me just stop it before I get a copyright strike. So that's BBC working perfectly. It's looking at the NordVPN UK server and say, hey, he's okay, come on. Let's just go to ITVX quickly and show you this works as well. Let's log on, and The Beast Must Die we tried to watch last time. Let's just say okay. Remember, ITVX is funded by adverts unless you upgrade to the premium version, so you'll get adverts for... They're not too bad. I'll stop that there, but hopefully you can see that's working. I didn't get that 0101 error. Again, ITVX has looked at my IP address, seen the NordVPN one, and works perfectly. So that's all you need to do. You can create the accounts on BBC iPlayer and ITVX are completely free. You'll need an email address. You'll need to find a UK postcode. It's like a zip code. And you'll have to say yes if you're asked about a TV license. I've done another video about creating an account. Just make sure you've got a UK VPN connected before you go to the registration screen. But I'll put a link to my video for creating an account as well if you don't already have one. But that's it. Hopefully you can see that it's pretty easy to... Most of this stuff you only have to do once, and you can be watching any British TV in Canada whenever you like, free of charge. Okay, well, that's the end for now. Thank you very much for